So we are playing arcade, jumping right into the game. I think it's something like level 110, playing Laserbyte, level 200, SSS. I think a few points could be made now. Also, I'm playing Legatus and Menace, both class SS. As you can notice, the SSS planes have 2 health bars, or 1 health bar and something like a shield. Now another thing we could make a point of, but let's forget that. I had thought something about Legatus, but let's get into that later. There's all the shield being activated. When I'm hit, first the blue health bar is affected, and that one automatically regenerates. And playing arcade, that's a great asset, because if I carry some equipment, or if it's a plane or a robot with a passive ability to regenerate armor, you can notice that if I'm so seriously hit that I will actually, my green health bar is affected. Let's see, well, that wasn't enough. There. I took a really bad hit on purpose, of course. And we can now see that I'm almost down to 0% health in the main health bar. But the blue one is regenerating automatically. So what is going to happen now, as I'm carrying some equipment or robot or whatever, I'm actually not quite certain what it is. Slowly the health bar will creep up and regenerate. And you can see now that we have just a little bit of green actually. So it's happening already. I still have to be very careful, of course. It's a pity I didn't carry Nicholas, because then I could regenerate faster. And of course this is a very powerful thing. Well, I think I'm in a bit of a trouble. It makes, like, playing arcade now with the SS plane, you will be able, you saw there that I got hit actually, but that did only affect the blue health bar, and that one regenerates quickly. Also, you can see that I'm playing during this holiday event, so we get some kind of Christmas cookies or whatnot. You can see now that the green health bar has moved up considerably, and it's just carry on like this. And if you play carefully, you will actually not, you will be able to regenerate your green health completely. Just avoid, I got a little bit too hit there. There is one downside to this. The counter of Gambits is very powerful. You just saw it being activated. The counter is only activated, at least for Gambit. I only have Gambit on SSS so far. And the counter is only activated if you lose real health, that is from the green bar. So that is a major disadvantage actually with SSS, that your counter attack will be triggered so seldomly. And of course that's a bit boring, especially with Gambit, because the counter, Gambit's counter is wonderful. But of course, I mean, this SSS, the extra health bar or shield or whatever, makes it much, but whichever plane you're playing and whatever the disadvantage is, you will benefit from this, definitely. So the plane perhaps gets a little bit more dull, but bottom line is you will benefit from it. No discussion about it. As you can see now, I'm up to something like 1/3 or 1/4, and that would regenerate a little bit more of the health power, health points or whatever. Needed some health point myself there, bit of coffee. I think we could, as we're online anyway, we could check one other thing too, and that is something which I have to say, it's a little bit embarrassing. I didn't know this until pretty recently. You saw me doing it right now. Legatus creates an shield, an impenetrable shield, every, I think when you have SS level, you get this shield every 25th second or something like that. I think it's when you have it on level S, perhaps you get it every 32nd second or something like that. I don't remember the metrics exactly. Quite often, I think we will see it right in just a minute probably. You will see up in the left corner below the yellow box, and there it comes. Now I can just smash into whatever I want as long as that one is active. And there is a great advantage with this invincibility feature compared to, for example, Dragon or whatever, where the overdrive is also invincibility, and you should ram into objects. You can ram into it also bosses, but I don't think it affects bosses. For example, Dragon's overdrive certainly affects bosses, but I think this will not affect actually bosses. It's quite fun. There it comes again. I don't think anything is happening. What I meant is you see this meter or some kind of tracking thingy up to the left below the yellow box and the 21 cookies we have right now, and you will see the kind of a bar dropping from above to below, so you can see how long you have left of this feature and not risking to die inside, for example, a boss or something, which has happened quite often to me when I now have it, and you see how it's shrinking, and there it's gone. Another problem with this is that you have this invincibility passive, no, not invincibility, this passive ability where you get a shield which will neutralize one hit. Let's see if we, no, there it is again. This is the Legatus thing again. Sometimes when you down another an enemy, they will drop a shield, and you can pick up this shield and it will neutralize one hit. No matter how large or big it is, it will neutralize one. And it looks very much similar to this one, but it does not diminish like this one. It goes away with one hit, and one hit exactly. Can also see now, oops, there came the boss, and you can see a counter is generated because I got so hit, it broke through the blue shield and took out some of my health points, and then the counter is activated. But otherwise I will see the counter very much less often than otherwise. But you can see that we are above 50% of health points now. I think one final note perhaps before calling out. As you know probably by now, you should equip, when you start arcade, always equip with from saved stage, it's called. If you buy VIP, if you buy the monthly VIP, you will have one such saved stage free per day. Otherwise, I think the cost is something like 5 crystals. So always do that. It seems like I think you have to really die to save the stage. I've done this a couple of times actually. That I've played saved stage, I've listened to podcast, I've played for a long time on arcade, some, I don't know, 10, 20 levels until I'm getting bored, and then I drop out. And next time I will start over and do the same thing, rinse and repeat. I'm starting not from the level I left on last time, but the one next to last time. Very annoying. So nowadays I always try to really die, kill myself, and it can actually be quite difficult with an SS plane and SSS plane and all the stuff you carry, the good devices, shields, whatever. So what I do then, possibly I can show you actually, that I fly backwards into planes. I run the planes and then I back into them. We can do that. You will see also now when we finish this stage, you will see some kind of, I don't know what you should call it. You will see, yes, SSS. You get something like, I don't know, degree for how many enemies you downed on that level. This has something to do, I'm not quite sure exactly what. This has something to do with if this stage is counted as cleared. So when you, if say you finish a level with just S, and then you're killed, and then you start over again using saved stage, possibly, I think it's like this. If the last stage you passed was only S, that is, you didn't down that many enemies, that stage will not be the stage that you will start from. Something like that. Okay, you see also that the health bar is almost right to the top. You can see we also have gained quite a lot of Christmas cookies. But I'm getting bored of this. I think I don't have anything nice to say, so what we'll do now is we start to back into things like this. There we have one. Okay, dead. Of course we don't do a revive with crystals, but what I do nowadays, I take one of my worst planes, like the Havoc. Never really liked the Havoc. play backup with this. I don't know if you have to do this, but I do it because I think it has happened to me that you don't get the stage really saved otherwise. Let's have a look what we earned. I think on the arcade stages a lot of less boxes are dropped now. Only one level 6 item. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This was all for now.